Hey everybody, welcome to Unplugged Issues. I'm Marcus Anthony.
Most women know that they man messing with another woman.
Yeah, I don't know if you a liar. Yeah, you look like a liar, but I don't know. Yeah, I gotta listen to both.
I'm a
wow.
man, she's a woman,
Oh my
and we
God.
live by different rules on this planet Earth.
The liar, and you don't even know me.
Look, I was one of the
I look
last
like a
two.
liar.
Hold on, see you talking too much. Stop talking. They popped all they balloons. I was one of the last two.
Dominant women. I would have been got rid of a dominant woman thinking she gonna tell me what to do.
So is Brittany your type? Why
Nah,
not?
She wanna work. Any woman that wants to work is too manly for me.
But how can I lead a woman who every time I say something, she got something to say back?
Hello.
Hey, how are you? This is Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. This is Kimberly. I have a question.
Okay, what do you have a question about today?
I wanted to know what's your belief? Like, do you believe in a higher power? Do you believe in Christ? What's your belief?
I don't really believe in religion. I believe that there's one God, and I believe that we all supposed to be worshiping that one God. I don't believe that we supposed to be worshiping, Christ or Jesus or Allah or Buddha or anything like that. I think all those things have been put here to divide us. I know that they've been put here to divide us. So with me, I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. So yeah, I just believe that it's one God, and we all supposed to be worshiping that one God, and that we all have God inside of us. So yeah, that's my belief.
When you say there's one God, can you give more context to that? You said there's one God, but you don't have a spiritual belief.
No, I don't have a spiritual belief, but so I take that back. I don't believe that there's one God. I believe that there's multiple gods. I just believe that the God that most people speak on is the one of this realm that we're in, the one of this world. So yeah, but even in the Bible, God said, make man into our image, and if he's saying make man into our image, then who was he saying our to? He wouldn't have just been saying it to himself. He was saying our because it was multiple gods that he was speaking to before this realm was made or this world was made. The same thing whenever God was saying, put no other God before me. What other gods was he speaking of when he was saying put no other before me? He was speaking on those other gods that are here. But yeah, the God that people serve now, it's not a real God. It's definitely not a real God. It's like a demigod. They worshiping these celebrities, and they worshiping these cars, and they worshiping these houses and vacations and different things like that. The material things of this world.
So I got a question and I got a statement because you said God said to make man in our image, and that's a reference from the Bible. Make man in our image. I feel like he was saying it's God, Christ, and the Holy Spirit. So that's the our, which is the Holy Trinity. And this is just a question that I have. If you don't have a belief in, like, these are your words, your terms, the earthly God, then where are you getting the quotes from to supplement, like, your belief? Like, if your belief is of a higher power and multiple gods, where's the quotes that you're getting to support that if you don't support the Bible?
So I get all of my information. I feel like we all have the same information, and it comes from the cosmos. I feel like we all are able to get the same information. It's just we all don't have that conscious level to get to that point. So even with this world, and when people speak of God being all-knowing, I feel like God is consciousness. So it's like the more you know, the more that you're getting to that higher consciousness of where God is at, or that all-knowing. So yeah, God is just consciousness. It's just wisdom and knowledge. So I don't get knowledge out of a book and different things like that a lot of people do, because it's like books, they lie to you. one book will tell you to do this thing, and another book will tell you to do this thing. So how can you tell which book is telling you to do right or which book is telling you to do wrong? There is no right and wrong in this world. There is only like your reality. So like with me, I try to tell everybody that they're the God of their life. You are God. God said, you are me, I am you. What I can do, you can do. I am like, you know, whatever I can do, you can do. And he's told us that. So now,
What God though? If you have multiple gods, if you serve multiple gods or believe in multiple gods, where are you getting this information from? I'm still
I just said, I said it's coming.
The cosmos.
It comes from the cosmos. So the thing, when I'm saying, like I said, the cosmos is the higher your conscious level is, the more information you can get from the cosmos. So if your conscious level is low, you can't get that much information from the cosmos. But if your conscious level is higher, you can get more things from them. So the way to higher your conscious level to where you can get more information from the cosmos is to get around better people, get around better knowledge to where it's like you're learning more things. So right now, if I'm in the hood, if I'm a hood nigga, or if I'm around low vibrational people, I can't get to a higher conscious level because they don't know shit. And I can't learn shit from them in no type of way, unless it's negative, low vibrational things. But when I get to people that are more high vibrational and they have a higher conscious level, they bring me up to their conscious level to where now I'm able to get more information and I'm able to get better things. So we all have the same information in this world that's in the cosmos. We just all don't have the same conscious level to get to that information.
Okay. I can understand your frame of thinking.
Yeah, so
I mean, I have a different belief system, but I can understand
so
belief system.
You have to understand that you don't think your own thoughts. You don't, you know what I'm saying, create your own thoughts or nothing like that. It's all just built on your feelings, and it's built on what demon or, you know, get attached to you. So you don't know what you finna do in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Your feelings is gonna tell you what you finna do the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you get mad and you let that mad demon attached to you and you do some mad shit, it more than likely wasn't you, because as soon as that happy demon get inside of you, you end up acting on that happy demon. So you have to know how to decipher between your feelings and what's really real in reality, because the devil's best trait is to make you believe that your feelings are true.
Yeah.
You ever did something while you was in your feelings and you swore it was true, but then whenever you settle down and you got something else, you're like, damn, I shouldn't have did that? That's because
the devil breeds on confusion.
Exactly. So that demon at the time, that mad demon got a hold to you, and you let that feeling get a hold to you and make you do what you did. So that's what I'm saying. As far as, like I said, with the cosmos and with the consciousness of this, you have to know that so you can see it and avoid it. Or see it and you know what I'm saying, avoid it. Yeah, just see it and avoid it. So with me, I understand that my reality is based on what I do from moment to moment. It's not based on what day to day. It's based on what I do from second to second. If I make a right turn or if I make a left turn. If you sitting at that stop sign or that stoplight right now and it's making you sit there forever, and you like, damn, the stoplight making me sit there for fucking ever. But in reality, you sitting there for 20 seconds, 30 seconds more stopped you from getting hit by somebody else that ran a light or something else above, you know what I'm saying, or that was coming, you know what I'm saying, later on. So let's say that you ran that light though. Now you 20 seconds ahead to where somebody hits your car, to where this happens, to where it's all about you and you making your reality. It's not based on nobody else. So that's what I try to get people to understand, is that you are the God in your life. You make the decisions in your life and you make the chess moves. So yeah, once people understand that they are God and what he did we can also do, then that's when I think that people will be okay. But right now people are putting all their hope into these false gods because they have nothing else to believe in. They can't believe in themselves. They can't believe in nothing else. So they just believe whatever their mamas told them. If their mama was a Christian, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be Christians. If their daddy was a Muslim, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be Muslims. I'm not saying every single time, but the majority. And even when you switching these religions, you ain't doing nothing but it's like switching a job or switching a coat. They all do the same thing. They all teaching you to go and pray and get on your knees to somebody else. And it's like, God don't need that worship. A real God don't need you to tell him he's God all day and pray to me all day. Allah want these Muslims to pray to him 5 times a day. Christians, the Jesus that they talk about, that they love so much, he was a killer. He was a hypocrite. He was all type of shit. And if you read the Bible, you would know these type of things, that he was not just some nice, just well-mannered person. And he was an outlaw. Communities did not like Jesus. They did not like him. He was outlawed. He was basically a gangster. They did not like him when he came through. He had killers with him. Every man that was with him was a killer at some point in time. So when people look at these stories and want to put all this other shit onto God and the Bible and all the rest of this, I don't even think that they know what they're talking about. Because if they did, they wouldn't look at it that way. They're being programmed and they're just speaking on what's being said to them, but they don't even know who's telling them this shit, why they're telling them it, or nothing. They need to sit back and analyze it. So yeah, that comes with a higher conscious level. While you're on low vibrational energy, you don't know how to put no faith into nothing else but the church. But God went in the churches, kicked the shit over and destroyed the shit, and then they had to build the shit back up in about 3 days or something. God didn't even like churches. If you read about, he went in, he was kicking shit over because it was false prophets. So yeah, that's my outlook on religion and my spiritual beliefs and everything like that. I'm God. God is me. I am him. What he did, I can do, and he told me that. He told all of us that, and I see that every day with the decisions I make in my life. If I want to go to jail right now, you know what I need to do? Go stick a store up. Or go rob somebody. And I'll go to jail. That's my reality. I make the decisions. So don't nobody else make your reality but you. It ain't no man standing in the sky that know what you finna do next. The only person that know what you finna do next in your life is you. So if you say out loud to yourself, I don't know, say something to yourself out loud.
You telling me to do it right now?
Yeah, like you just said that. Say, like you just want me to do it right now. Now, say that in your head to yourself. Is that the same? Is it the same person? It's not the same person. You hear a different voice. That's the person who you need.
Do I hear a different voice?
Yeah, in your head. When you say it out loud and then you speak to the person in your head, is that the same person? Is you hearing the same things?
No, it's my voice.
That's what I'm saying. We all have a conscience. We all have a conscience. You can speak out your mouth certain things, but we all was born here with a conscience, and that's what's speaking to you inside your head. That's what you need to be following in life.
So your cosmos is your conscience.
The cosmos is the information. Your consciousness is the information. The cosmos is the information. Your consciousness is how much information you can get, kind of like an IQ level.
Mm-hmm.
So your conscious level is going to base how much information that you can get in this world. If you got a low conscious level and you got a low vibrational energy and you're around low vibrational people with low conscious, then you're not going to learn nothing and you're not going to get nowhere in life. God is all knowing. God is all knowing. And that's what the cosmos is. It's information. That's all information. That's everything. It's just about you getting your conscience level up to that point to get everything from the cosmos. So if you don't think if you're thinking of an idea right now, and let's say you don't put it into effect, guess what's gonna happen? Somebody else is gonna do it. You wanna know why somebody else is gonna do it? Because we all have the same information. It's just about how high is your conscience level to get to the information. So when people say, oh, that was my idea first, it wasn't your shit until you made it. Until you physically took it from your 2D mind and put it into a 3D reality, it's not yours because we all have the same information. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think that was a great question. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but like I said, I hope I was able to get some clarity on some things. We got some other callers that we got to get into, but if you had any more questions about the cosmos or the consciousness levels or anything like that, low vibration, high vibration, just call back in or hit up Pop the Balloon or Unplugged the TV. We can get you back rescheduled in.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Bye.
So, as you can see, certain people want to know about the cosmos, conscious levels, religion. And with me, I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. I believe that we all should be worshiping one person, one God. It shouldn't be all these different type of things. It shouldn't be all these different type of gods. It shouldn't be Buddha, Allah. Jesus told me this. It should be you. You should be listening to your consciousness and your head. When something in your head tells you not to do something, that's God. That's you. That's the world, the energy telling you to do certain things. So instead of following the physical, learn to follow the mental. Learn to follow the consciousness to where you need to go.
Hello?
Hey, how are you? This is Marcus.
Hello, Marcus. This is Jordan. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you have some questions for me today?
I do have some questions for you.
I'm good.
So first, my first question I want to start with is, what does success look like when nobody's watching?
Success when nobody's watching? I feel like for me, success when nobody's watching is doing the right thing. Whether that's the right thing financially, that's the right thing physically, you know what I'm saying, the right thing mentally. You gotta always know that even when, you know what I'm saying, you don't have nobody physically looking at you, you still have all these other things in life, you know what I'm saying, that is conscious to looking at you and everything like that. So the trees is conscious, you know what I'm saying, walls, everything in life is conscious. So when you out here doing negative things, it's still certain things that's, you know what I'm saying, that's seeing you do negative. So no, I think if you need to do right. You need to do right, regardless of the fact that you see if nobody looking, or if somebody, like, you just need to be doing right, because the energy that's in the world is gonna come back to you. It's kind of like an echo. So you know what I'm saying, you do good, it's like good, it's gonna come back to you. But you do bad gonna come back to you, and it's gonna come back more than likely like 10 times than what you couldn't probably even, you know what I'm saying, handle. So I feel like a lot of people, they still got a chance to come back from some of the negative stuff they done did, but it's certain things when you get to that point, you can't even come back from it. So yeah, I try my best just to do right, whether people looking or whether they not, because it's always the world is looking, like the world looking.
Okay, I like that response. I don't really have much to elaborate with on that. You kind of did that one. Yeah. I'm gonna go with my next question. This one's a little kind of out the box, because I feel like you always get questions about relationships and politics or life and stuff like that. So I kind of just want to ask you, like, if you could plan a dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
3 people dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
Me and me. I want to know who I was in my other lives. Like, before I was me, I want to know, like, who I was in my past lives. So, like, I want to have a sit down with, like, all me, like all 3 of me's, and like us have a discussion, like past, present, future type shit. All of us sit down and like have a discussion on like life and shit. Cause like if I could talk, like just imagine you being able to sit down and have a talk with you 40 years from now, or you 20 years ago. Like, you'll be able to tell yourself what not to do, what to look out for, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a whole different vibe talking to yourself. So I'm aware that I don't have just me in this realm, it's me in like 3, 4, 5, probably a million other different realms. So yeah, I'd rather just have me and me, so I could dissect my own life and get to where I need to be. Cause I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here, man. I feel like I'm stuck. Like, we stuck. And motherfuckers just don't understand. They feel like once they die, they gonna get up out of here, but they gonna die, come right back to this motherfucker. So it's like, man, they believe in what their parents and shit say. They parents telling them to go to heaven. They mama and daddy ain't never been to motherfucking heaven nor hell. Like, so how the hell you gonna tell me the fuck to go to heaven? You ain't never been, mama. How the hell you gonna tell me it's good? Talking about it's streets of gold. What if I don't like gold? You know what I'm saying? They talking about you gonna praise God every day. What if I don't want to praise God every single day of my life? What if that don't seem like? That's what I'm saying. So you got these people that's like trying to like put this shit on a motherfucker, and it's like, well, a lot of people don't want that shit, and I'm one of them that it's like, man, look, ain't none of y'all ever been to hell. You ain't never been to heaven. So how you gonna tell me where I should be going? So like, no, like that be me. I'm one of them people that I go off my own understanding and I go off my own reality, because everybody's reality is different depending on what we see and what we do and who we around and everything like that. So just because you look at something as a bad thing, that don't mean that it's bad, and just because you look at something as a good thing don't mean that it's good to somebody else. So like, let's say like even with murder and shit, killing, like you might think, you know what I'm saying, killing that man was wrong, but what if that man was trying to rob this other man's family or rape his daughter or something? Is he wrong for killing him? So it's what I'm saying, it's two separate realities. So everybody need to understand that we all living in different realities, and just because you did wrong, that don't make it wrong in the world. It, you know what I'm saying, it's right in your reality. It's just we all living in different things, and everybody's trying to put everybody in the same bubble, and it ain't like that. We all coming from different experiences. We all coming from different places, different moms, different dads, different cultures. So the realities on all of us is going to be different. And we need to be understanding of that of one another.
Now, with that question being said, what advice would you give your future self? Or what do you think your past would tell yourself today?
Be you. Be you. I don't care who try to change you. I don't care if your mama try to change you. I don't care if your daddy try to change you, your friends, your cousins, social media. You be you. And you're going to get to where you need to be. But the moment that you start trying to be what everybody else wants you to be, and you start trying to follow everybody else's dreams, that's whenever you're going to fall. So just keep doing you, and just keep making the decisions and everything like that based on your reality, not based on theirs. Because in everybody's reality, they got a different version of what they think that you should be. So nah, be you and be the version of you that you want to be. And that's what I tell my future self.
I love that. I love that. Mm-hmm. I got at least one more question for you, if you want. If you want.
No, that's what I'm here for. You good?
Okay. So what is the story that kind of puts your business together but rarely ever gets shared? Like, what's the story behind what you do with your podcast and your shows and stuff?
Oh no, this shit kind of just came. So like, I'm selling cars and working on cribs and shit. I had basically that's kind of how I got started off, and then I came on a little show and shit, and then you know what I'm saying, the producers and everything like that, they fuck with me. So, you know what I'm saying, it kind of went up from there and shit. But the thing with me that's different than a lot of men is that I am who I say I am. So, like, with me saying I work on cars, with me saying I work on houses, with me saying, you know what I'm saying, I got my businesses and my, like, everything is documented. Like, you can see whatever it is that I got going on. So, like, that's what I strive to everybody to do, is like I say, is to be them. Because if I never would have jumped out and quit working at these warehouses and quit working at these fast food places and all this other shit, I would have never got to where I was supposed to be. I got to where I'm supposed to be because I ended up taking a jump in life. So, you know, I was working at Taco Bell and Golden Corral, and shit, I wasn't making shit. I was a dishwasher at Golden Corral, and I was making tacos and shit at Taco Bell. So I called my OG one day, my mom, and let her know, like, shit, I'm not finna do this shit no more. You know, I quit. I didn't have no other, like, shit going on. I had my forklifting license, but I didn't have no car to get back and forth. So, shit, I ended up quitting the job, and I had my paycheck. I found a car for $500. You know what I'm saying? But in my brain, it's like, in reality, something got to be wrong with this car. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody selling no car for no $500. So, shit, I get the car, because my grandpa go down there with me to check it out. So when he check it out and shit, he let me know it's cool. He been working on cars his whole life, so he know everything about them. So I get it. Now the white lady, she like 80 years old. She left the car to her son, but he wasn't driving it and shit because he had a brand new car. So he ended up like basically not even using the motherfucker. So she wanted just out her fucking driveway. I get the motherfucker out of her driveway and shit, pull up to a gas station. I still got the for sale sign in the motherfucker. So it was this gay lady, she was a dyke. She came up to me and was like, man, you know, how much you want for this car? I'm like, shit, I'm not selling this car. You know, I just got it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use this car to get back and forth to work, shit, because I just quit my job. I ain't got shit else. Now, remind you, all I had was $600 and shit from my paycheck from both of them motherfuckers. So I spent $500 on the car. All I had was $100 left. I had just put $10, $20 and shit in the gas tank. So shit, I'm sitting in the house in the shower. I'm thinking like, let me see if this lady was for real. I called her back. She gave me $2,000 for the car. I went and bought another car for like $700, $800, put a couple $100 into it. And I sold it for $2,000. I came home and told my mama I wasn't working again. I was just gonna be a car salesman. But she didn't believe in me. My dad didn't believe in me. My grandma didn't believe in me. Then nobody believed in me. My friends, nobody. They all was telling me to just go get a job. They're like, man, you sold 2 cars. Like, who is you? You can't be no car salesman. Go get you a job. Like, just doubting me. So I came to my grandpa. I said, hey, Papa, can you go with me and look at these cars and shit? Because this is what I want to do. And he rolled with me and said, yeah, I got you. So I picked up another car. 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 And next thing you know, 5, 6 years later, I'm still the man selling cars. But that's because I took my life into my own hands and decided that I didn't care what nobody else was talking about, whether it was my family, friends, or not. So that's what I'm telling you. It's all about creating your own reality. I could have easily stayed where I was at because everybody doubted me and what I was doing or whatever, but I chose to take a different path. So, yeah. So that's why I would tell my future self, just keep doing you, because doing you in the end is what's going to be good. People don't want you to be authentic nowadays. Your parents want you to be like them. If your daddy was a construction worker, he wants you to be a construction worker. If your daddy was a basketball player, he wants you to be a basketball player. Look at LeBron James and his kids. Basketball players. Why? Because their daddy was a basketball player. If your mama wasn't something she wants. So instead of us trying to make copies of ourselves, we need to start letting our kids and everything like that be original and be themselves instead of trying to push them into being like us. So yeah, that's my outlook on the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my bad. I got to talking and shit a little bit.
No, you have a very good way of explaining yourself and getting the point across, for sure.
Thank you. I was gonna say, there was some really, really good questions. We had some more calls and everything like that we had to get into. So if you had some more questions that you had to ask us, or you know what I'm saying, you just wanted some more things unplugged, as we say, then just hit us up at Pop the Balloon St. Louis or Unplugged Issues, or you can just hit up my personal page at Marcus Anthony.
All right, Marcus, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Yeah. So that was more of just asking about me, I guess, and everything that I had going on, and yeah, that's where I come from. I was working and everything, fast food, warehouses, different things like that. I own multiple businesses, multiple incomes coming in. I got multiple properties that I got, cars I got that's in my name. You know, they paid off. I got the podcast and everything like that going on. So just anybody out there that's having doubts about quitting a job or having doubts about going their own way, you can do it. You know, it's in you, and you just got to believe that and know that every single thing in your life that's going on, it's all up to you to make the decisions. Nobody else is making them. It's not no God in the sky that's making the decisions for you or nothing like that. It's all in you. So make your reality. Hello. Hey, how you doing? This is Marcus calling.
Hey, how you doing, my guy?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Did you have some questions for us today?
Yeah, I was just wondering, man, if you could elaborate on something. Me and my friends were sitting here talking about, you know, masculinity and femininity. And so where would you, if you could, draw the line between the two on where a man should stand as far as not, you know, being a pushover as much, but then again, you know, learning to stand on his own too?
I think as a man, we need to have both that masculine and that feminine side in us in order to complete our woman fully. So no woman wants a man that's masculine all the time, like you all the time, just hard, nothing. So like, you know what I'm saying? She needs you to be soft some of the time so you can comfort her. So It's a difference between running your household, like you said, and then being a pushover. You as a man, you know what's good for your household and you know what's good for your family. So if your wife or your girlfriend is telling you something that is going to endanger your family, endanger you, or put y'all in a worse position, you as a man should be able to see that and then navigate from that. So if your wife is telling you something as far as wanting to compromise on something, but it's not something negative, you can see it in a positive light, it's a positive idea, then yeah, hear her out. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to let you push me over, but we can do certain things your way and see how it works out. But if she telling you, hey baby, let's go jump off this 30-foot bridge with no fucking with no jumper cables, or not jumper cable, but no bungee cord or no parachute or no shit like that, then no, I'm not fucking doing it, because it's fucking stupid. But you know what I'm saying, if it's a good idea and it's something like that, then yeah, we can hear them out. We just gotta learn, like I say, to be masculine when it's time to be masculine, and be feminine when it's time to be a little feminine, because don't a woman want no man that's always masculine. That's why they like so many gay men, because gay men have that feminine side to where it's like they can talk to them but still get a little bit of the masculine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. So, what do you think would be if you lack? How would it look if you lack one more than the other?
If you lack more than the other, then I mean that's what you got today. Whenever you got the I don't want to call them gay men, but the men that like other men. You know, they got too much of the feminine in them, too much of the feminine energy in them. The masculine man, a lot of us, when you see they just always hard. They never can break unless it's like they away from their lady or they away from everybody else. That's the only time that they break down. It's like they just too masculine. Every time they woman asks them something, it's like they can't comfort her. They too busy trying to like be right, and too busy trying to be in her face instead of just holding her and just being there for her. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just be quiet and just hold her and just let her just say what she needs to say. You don't need a response to everything. So yeah, certain men just they don't have that, and that's why it's hard for them to keep a lady too, because you need both. This is what I'm saying. Women want you to be smart, they want you to be strong, they want you to have emotional intelligence, they want you to have book smarts, they want you to have money, they want you to have a nice car, they want you to have a nice house, they want you to be able to talk to them on different subjects whenever they go out different places, they want you to be able to buy them things, they want you to be able to protect them. Like, all these different things are coming with having a woman. So we as men just need to understand that it's not the masculine thing that just women want. That they want masculinity from us, yes, but they also want that softer side of us, which is the feminine side. And that's what's wrong a lot with the world nowadays, is that it's too much masculine energy in the world. Everybody want to be masculine and give me this and give me that. If you don't give it, I'm going to take it. It's not a love in the world. And that's what the women have with that femininity, is the divine feminine energy, which is love. You will always beat your competition better with love than what you will with masculinity and trying to just beat on them and just trying to take everything. So yeah, man, you just got to learn when it is to put that energy in there and when it's not to. It's not necessarily too much of the energy, it's just when to put that energy there and when not to put it there.
Right.
Yeah, so
I get that.
yeah, bro, we all need that. We all need that feminine. We all need that masculine. It's just about knowing how to control it and knowing which situations to use it in. We got these men using their feminine energy when it's supposed to be masculine. Like, it's supposed to be a masculine time. You're supposed to be working on a car. You're supposed to be working on a house. You're supposed to be fighting this man to protect me. Instead, you running like a girl, feminine shit. You don't know how to work on shit, so you calling the next man because you don't want to try to even work on shit, feminine shit. Like, if you go to your woman right now and she got a problem, and let's just say it was a problem with the car, and she said, baby, my oil need to be changed, or baby, my car fucking up, and you just said, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. You just shrugged your shoulders and just said, I don't know. She would literally probably dry up and never want to fuck you again. You have to be able to be a problem solver as a man. If you're not a problem solver as a man, then you're not a man. When it comes to your mom, when it comes to your family, when it comes to your kids, when it comes to whoever's in your life, kids and women, and sometimes even men. You have to be a problem solver. If you cannot solve problems, then you're no good as a man being around. What good are you if every time I come to you with a problem, you cannot fix it? As men, we are problem solvers, but men have gotten to the point now where they are complaining about solving the problems because the problems have gotten so big. So your responsibility has to get bigger. So either you're going to be a man and step up to the plate, or you're going to complain about it being hard and you're just going to sit the fuck down and be a woman.
Damn, so do we get a bigger plate, or do we find a new place to place our stuff on the plate?
The thing is, we've always had this plate. This is the plate that we've always had since the beginning of time. Back in the day, whenever men was dying in wars, whenever men had to build the buildings, or when they had to build these sewers, and whenever they had the houses that needed to be built, trees needed to be chopped down for all of this shit, cement needed to be made. This is all men. And we always have got what? Socks for fucking Christmas. This is the life that we live. And we've always lived it. It's just now the men are getting to the point where they don't. I'm not even going to say that the men are getting to the point where they don't want to do it. The women are getting to the point where it's not enough for them. So the men are still doing the dirty jobs. It's not enough for the women nowadays. So I see a lot of men that are trash men. A lot of men that are, working, like I said, in sewers, that are doing just all type of dirty ass minimum wage type jobs. And they're doing it to take care of a woman and their family. They ain't got $1 million. They ain't got this, they ain't got that, but they still doing what they can with what they got for their family. But for a lot of the women, they still look at it as like, what else can I get? What more can I get? What more can I get? So yeah, like we as men, you gotta step up to the plate. Because if you don't step up to your plate, your woman is either A, gonna find somebody else to step up to the plate for you, or B, she's gonna take that masculine role, and then you're gonna become the female in a relationship to where she's now telling you what the fuck to do.
Right.
So you only have it two ways. You can't just be in the middle.
Yeah, I get you. I appreciate that, man. You give a different outlook, and I give me a refreshing look on what you got going, man.
I try to, man, because I think that we all live in different realities in this world, and I think that all our realities is based on who we had in our lives, and it's like the situations that we was in. So if you was a person that had just your mom in your life, and you was in a house with all women, and you was the only boy, your outlook on life and your reality on life is going to be different than a boy who had his mom and his dad in the house and was around boys and women or whatever. It's going to be a different outlook. And so you have to be understanding of that with people and know that they don't come from the same reality, and try to get them to see, and not necessarily change their outlook, but just get them to see things in a different light. So yeah, that's all I'm here for. I'm not here to change anybody's opinion on anything. I'm just here to get people to see things in another light, because I'm positive that the way that I see the world, a lot of people do not see the world the same way. And if they do, they don't speak about it as much.
Right. What use of having the information if you ain't sharing it?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. So it's all about where you're at. The information won't be shared to you when you're around low vibrational people, because they want you to be low vibrational with them and stay where you are. When you start getting around high vibrational people with like different types of energies, and it's like they'll give you the information and they'll want to see you win. You just get that type of thing whenever you're in the places that you're in. So I tell everybody, if your life is not working the way you want it to work, it's because you don't have everything aligned up to where it needs to work. It's kind of like putting a screw into a hole crooked. It's like the screw never gonna go in. So if you don't have your friends and the people around you aligned up with your job, and aligned up with your family, and aligned up with everything you're doing, then your life not gonna go the way that it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least the way that you want it, because
it'll never be.
Whoever you got around you, they gonna show you what your life look like, man.
Yeah.
The people you got around you gonna represent what you got going on in your life, man.
They definitely are. So like I said, if you want better for yourself, you got to create that reality for yourself. Nobody else is going to do it for you. So it's like I said, you get around better people. You get around people, not even just better people, just get around people that align with you. So like, even with me, I don't have a job, I don't have all this other shit going on. I don't. So it's easy for me to do a podcast, or it's easy for me to go somewhere to drop it without, because it's aligned with what I have going on, my environment, the people that I'm around. We all around these same, like we're all around each other. So let's say I was somewhere else, it wouldn't work the same way because I'm there and they're here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything has to align up, and then everything will work in the process that it's supposed to, and you will shoot off quick. You'll shoot off quick. But the reason why you can't shoot off and do what you're supposed to do is because your environment isn't aligned with you. Your friends aren't aligned with you. Your job isn't aligned with you. Everything needs to be aligned. So, yeah, right now you're trying to put a screw in crooked. You got to put that screw in the right way, and then it'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that too, man.
No, you good. I was gonna say we got some other callers that we had coming in and everything like that. So I definitely appreciate the call, man. You actually gave me some different outlooks, like you said, man. So we gotta just switch the plate, or what we gotta do with the plate?
Yeah, man. You gonna have to look at it from a different angle, regardless of how you sitting at that table, man. You know, my view of the table ain't gonna be the same view you got. I might be looking at the picture on the wall from where I sit, and shoot, you might be facing the kitchen, man.
And that's what, like I said, once you get that understanding and start putting yourself in other people's shoes and getting that understanding, that's whenever shit'll be okay. But right now, everybody living in their own world. Everybody want everybody to see things from their point of view, from their world, and it's like the world does not revolve around you. The world does not revolve around you. We all here, and you know what I'm saying? So, I definitely appreciated the call and everything like that. And if you got some more questions, just text the number, or hit up Unplugged Issues, or hit up Pop the Balloon St. Louis on my personal page at Marcus Anthony, and we can go ahead and continue the conversation.
Okay, I appreciate it. I most certainly will, my guy.
All right, definitely, man. Have a good day.
You do the same, man.
Definitely. So yeah, the men getting tired of the men getting tired of doing everything, and I really don't, like, I'm not blaming y'all for being tired of it. Shit, I'm tired of it too, y'all. But part of being a man is going against your feelings and still doing what you're supposed to do. So whether you mad, whether you sad, whether you tired, whether you whatever it is, you still do what you need to do as a man. Because we don't work off our emotions. We work off logic and what needs to be done. If I only went to work whenever I felt like going to work, I would never get to the place that I need to go. If I only went and worked out, or if I only went for a walk, or if I only went and did things like that when I wanted to, then I would get obese, or I would get fat or something. You have to do things even if you feeling like it or if you're not.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? This is Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you have some questions for me today?
I'm sorry?
I said, did you have some questions for me today?
I do have some questions for you. Okay, so I honestly, I'm going to explain to you something that I have been going through my whole life, but I have questions stemming off of that. So basically, growing up as a kid, my dad was never faithful to my mom. I've seen a lot of infidelity, a lot of betrayal, more, I spend my money and, I'll take yours too and spend yours too type of thing. So I think that what I'm dealing with now as a grown woman, I have a lot of trauma, and I'm trying to figure out if seeing what I've seen growing up, if that affects my choice in men and, so forth, relationships, because I am 35 years old and I'm still not married. You know what I'm saying? And it's no reason why I feel like I should be like this right now.
I believe that, it has to do with your upbringing. I also believe that it has to do with personal decision making. So, do you have any kids?
Yes, I have one.
You have one. Okay, and when did you have them? At what age?
I was 23 years old, and he's 12 now. So
I was 23. I was the last out of all my friends to have a baby, so which is kind of weird.
So why are you not with the father?
Honestly, I can tell you now, like, me and him have two different upbringings, and I don't know necessarily what he's seen as a, like, with the father figure, but I know, like, he just, like, we're like on two separate sides of the world, put it like that.
So
I don't want to say.
I mean, if you gonna, we ain't on here to sugarcoat, because I can't give you, like, I can't tell you what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
You can't. So what is he doing to where he left? Like, what made you leave?
Honestly, I'll be 100%. Like, when I met my baby daddy, I used to look at guys with gold and rims on their car, like, oh yeah, he's rich, like he's this, he's that. I know I sound dumb as hell, but honestly, that's the way I was, like, seriously thinking back in the day.
So why did you leave him? Why did you leave him?
He wasn't doing anything for his kids.
Okay, he wasn't doing anything for his kids. Financially, he wasn't doing anything for his kids?
Financially, emotionally, all that.
So he wasn't there for the kids at all?
No, my son honestly hasn't seen his dad in like 10 years.
Okay, so he hasn't seen his dad in 10 years. When you guys were first together, when you had the baby, were you guys together? Like, did he plan on being there?
No, I can't say that he was. I think he was back and forth to his DM's house, so I knew that it wasn't gonna work out.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is all your fault. I'm gonna go ahead and just say this all your fault.
Damn, it's all my fault.
It's all your fault. So this goes back to you making your own personal decisions. Just like a man, let's say a man 23 years old, right? And he committed murder. And he go to jail for 50, 60 years. Do you think that, like, they gonna let him out whenever he's 35 because he's saying, oh, this, nah. Like, the decisions that you made back then are still going to resonate with your life for the rest of your life. And that's what I try to get a lot of women to understand, is it just like with men, you know, you can't do certain things with life because it just sticks with you for life. And having a kid at a young age with somebody and then not being with them, that sticks with you for life, because now you have other men who are always going to look at it as, why does this man not want to be there for his own kid? So for a man to have a child with a woman that he wants to have a child with, and then he says, just look, I'm just not going to be with her, it has to be a deeper issue there. Because no man is just having no baby with a woman willingly and having a son or a daughter and wants to be there, and then just saying fuck it, because it doesn't work like that. So something,
I don't know, honestly, like, I'll be honest, when you from the hood, it just seems like these niggas, like, shit, popping babies and bitches and just, like, totally 86 in their ass. So I totally don't feel like he just, I don't feel like he knew that he was gonna have a kid and was thinking, like, oh yeah, I can't wait to be in this world, man. Like, that nigga knew exactly what the hell he was
No, but that's what I'm saying, though. That's why I said, again, it was your fault, because you decided to go. You just said out your mouth that you knew it wasn't going to work out to a certain extent, but you still went through with it. So that's your decision as a woman. You let that nigga go in there and nutting you. You ended up letting that shit ride on for 9 months, whatever the fuck it was, even if you looked at his background and knew he was a shitty nigga. Now, granted, you didn't probably have the wisdom that you had now. You probably didn't have all the knowledge that you have now, but you still had the choice of making the decision. So, just like a kid that murdered somebody at 23, he might not have had the knowledge at 30, or had the same knowledge that he'll have at 35, but he still had that decision. You still made that decision. So now you just have to deal with, you just got to deal with those consequences. And a lot of women don't want to deal with the consequences of their actions. They think just because a couple months go by or a couple years go by that the world and society and men and everybody is just supposed to forgive them.
But I'm not just gonna beat myself up based off of what the fuck I was thinking with my baby daddy, like, you know, years ago. I'm trying to move forward.
Oh, so you saying, what do you think that you need to do now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta move, and you gotta find you a man that already got some kids and shit. Because where you stand at right now, they never gonna allow you to forget who you is. So even if you trying to make progress in your life and you trying to be a different person, as soon as you get with somebody, a man or whatever, you know what the community around you is gonna do? They're gonna tell that man, oh man, she used to do this, she used to do that. They're never gonna allow you to forget who you used to be. So yeah, you'll have to move somewhere else, meet somebody else, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't know you. But that's the great thing about the world and making your own reality. You can move right now and be whoever you want to be. Only thing you can't get rid of is the kid. So you're gonna have to always have that. And that's another thing that I tell people, like even with marriage, they always want to talk about, oh, I'm getting married before I have kids. And man, a kid is more of an attachment and more of a binding agreement than a marriage will ever be. A marriage can be disassembled with just a piece of paper. You cannot get rid of a bond between a mother, a child, and a father with just a piece of paper. It'll never be just done like that. It's more of a physical, spiritual, you know what I'm saying, thing, because you're all connected. Genes are connected. Everything is connected. So yeah, man, nah. So people they need to understand that their life is, like, if your life is, I ain't gonna say your life is shit, because I don't know your life. But anybody, if their life is shit, it's because of them. It's their decision making. If you got 3, 4, 5 baby daddies, that ain't their fault. That's your fault for letting these men steady nutting you. There ain't nobody else's fault. So yeah, like, women want to steady blame men for taking advantage of them and doing all this, but it's like the men can only take advantage of you if you let them. Ain't no man take advantage of you for 8, 9 months and make you not have an abortion and make you say, he might have tricked you. Because y'all slow. A lot of women slow don't understand that they, like, for real, a lot of women, they claim that they so smart and that they got their head on straight and they got this college degree and they got this good job and they know so much, they so smart. Well, why are all of these men steady fooling you? How are these men steady tricking you and getting you out of money? They getting you out of time. They getting you out of sex. They getting you out of everything. Babies, and just running the fuck off and leaving you the fuck there. So who's really the smart one and who's really the dumb one? So yeah, like, women have to quit blaming outside sources and start going to that mirror and looking inside themselves. The same way with men. If they got a shitty baby mama, guess what? It's your fault for choosing that shitty baby mama. So with you did what you did back then as a kid, like a lot of us did. We've all made a lot of bad decisions as kids. People got tattoos, people got felonies, people got babies. This is just your mistake that you made.
I understand. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you gotta live with that. You gotta live with that and just roll with the punches. So I feel like that's what you need to do. You just gotta go find you somebody that aligns with your life. Find you somebody that wants a woman that got only one kid. And a woman that only, like, don't go outside looking for something that you can't obtain. And that's a lot of women. They want things that they can't obtain. It's like, I want him, but he doesn't want you. And that's another thing. They can't handle that rejection. It's like they just want what they want. So I guarantee you, it's a lot of men that still want to be with you, but you have your eye set on a particular man and you can't be that way. It used to be that way before you did everything you did, but now since you've done what you did, you have to lower the pole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just like, even with a man, if he got all this going on, he gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? He gotta lower the pole. There's certain shit you can't do. So
I got you.
Yeah, you gonna be good. Just start aligning with the people that align with you and align with the environments that align with you. That's all. Don't go looking for no man in no club. Don't go looking for no man in no bar.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah. Try to find you a man that's working. Find you a working man. Somebody that got some man hands. Somebody that's doing a real man's job. That's gonna let you know about the character in him. For real. These men that's making this money on these video games and the men that's making money on these social media sites. I'm not saying that they not real men or this, that, and the third, but like they don't know how to do certain things. Like, they don't have that man trait in them to go out there and get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain men you see, they got man hands, they got scars on their face. Like, they men. They been through shit.
Right.
And then you got other men where it's like they just pretty. They just want to sit back and look pretty and just don't want to get their hand. find you a man, and you're gonna see that through the work ethic that he's doing through his daily life, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
I got that.
Yeah, you good. You good. I was gonna say, we had some other callers too, and we got a lot of callers today. So, if you had any more questions or anything like that, just hit up Pop the Balloon St. Louis, or hit up Unplugged Issues, or just inbox my personal page at Marcus Anthony, and we can go ahead and get you rescheduled in for another call. But that was a really good question.
Hey, Liz, thank you.
You welcome. You welcome. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Yeah. So, with that call, that was just people learning to accept, you know what I'm saying, what they've done as far as like in the past, and knowing that it's not going nowhere. So, the things that you did when you were younger, just like I was telling her with the men, if you commit a murder, or if you commit an assault, or if you, whatever you do, it's gonna stick with you. Same thing with you as a woman. If you out here sleeping around with multiple men, if you out here doing drugs, if you out here fucking up marriages, if you over here doing anything, it's gonna stick with you. No matter if it's 10 years down the line or 20 years down the line. You will be getting married at 40, and it will be somebody in the background at that wedding in the altar saying, hey, remember when she was sucking dick in the bathroom, da-da-da-da? They'll never forget about it. You'll always be known as that. So remember that before you get to doing all this other shit.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? This is Marcus.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Did you have some questions for me today?
Yeah. The first question I wanted to ask was, what do you think women misunderstand most about men?
The struggles that we got to go through on a daily basis in the outside world. I don't think women understand that from the moment that men leave the house to the moment that we come back inside, we dealing with constant war all day long. Whether it's war at the job, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth with the boss, or going back and forth with co-workers, or, you know, when we at a gas station and a man might be looking at us in a certain type of way and we looking at him in a certain type, like, from the moment that we leave is constant war. So yeah, when we come home and we asking for peace and we asking for just solitude and just, you know, just to be cool, I feel like women don't understand how much men appreciate that and how far it will get them. So when your man is coming home from a hard day, or any man is just coming home, just make stuff as simple as possible. You know, just be his peace. And a lot of these women want a man that can handle them. They want a man that can, you know, handle this and handle that. But it's like, if a man is already out here doing all this stuff all day at his job and dealing with these other men all day and arguing, it's like when he get home, he probably doesn't have the energy to handle you. He don't have the energy to deal with all this other shit, because it's just another fight. Like, he just doesn't have the energy for another fight. He been fighting all day. Yeah, so yeah, just give your man some peace. I feel like that's what it is.
Okay, women don't understand the weight, like the responsibility that men have on a daily basis. So, like, what do you think, like, as far as how the world is today? I get that, and I believe that that's absolutely true, that y'all have way more responsibility on your shoulders than is really understood. At the same time, I think about how times have changed. And I think, because a lot about women is emotions. It's like, I think, it's a lot of emotions. So we have to do more, like work more and do stuff that we didn't normally have to do back when we were just supposed to be your peace when you came home. And so do you think the way that the world is now creates more challenges for us to really be how we supposed to be, you know, like in our roles, like a woman being a woman and a man being a man, like with the way, like the economy, like everything is, do you think that has an effect, or do you think like it shouldn't matter?
No, I think that it matters a lot. I feel like the women are being attacked, especially the black women. I feel like the system, they came in and they did all of these things to take away from the black woman, like taking away the black father from the home, to where the kids are being misled. And then they putting all this stuff into the music and everything like that, only pushing it to certain cultures, especially when it's coming to black women. So even with the music that you see that they give black women and the say that like the black woman is under attack. And it's like they have literally like just taken everything that was supposed to be good and they switched the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely been weaponized against each other, but the men have to be more men, like, and learn how to be, better men. So yeah, but the thing with the women is they're look like, I'm not saying that y'all not looking for leaders. I'm just saying that y'all antennas are not up. Like, y'all don't understand who y'all are. So even nowadays, like I say, there's not a lot of women out here. Like, there's just a lot of men. Like, even the women, they want to be like men. So
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the economy, when you look at it, like how women have to not, feminism is probably the reason for this mostly. But also because of what you said, like the things that's been implanted into, if we just talking about black people on a human level, this is happening. But like, if we just talking about black people,
this shit is on a spiritual level and everything. What do you think Sexy Red is whenever she play that shit? Whenever she doing inside, like that shit that shit hits their soul. Like when they feel that shit, they get on a different vibration and really get to shaking ass and really getting to want to be on.
But look, that's just like that gangster rap. It's just like the gangster rap. When they know exactly what that's targeted, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, at this point, what can we do? Because I be like,
black people, man, look, black people, we gotta disown everything that comes with the white man and everything that comes with the culture. But we can't, because we don't know what our culture is and we don't know how to do shit. So right now, it's like, what can we do? We don't know what to do. Why ain't gonna say we? I'm gonna say, like,
I'm feeling like, can it go back to the fundamentals, though?
The only way it goes back to the fundamentals is if everybody acts like that. So nowadays, you got men out here that's still doing traditional shit. The women are not wanting to be traditional. You got men.
It's just because they don't have no example. If we really talking about black women, I kind of believe that it's because a lot of us did not have an example. And that's not an excuse, but that is just an explanation as to why I think it just is the way that it is. But I think these type of conversations is real important to have, just so people can see, like, it's people out here who mind is elevated enough trying to reach solutions instead of propaganda. Like,
but they gotta understand that there is no solution, though. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, you gotta ask like for a solution. We're too deep in the shit. It's like when you go into trial and you're trying to figure out, how can I beat this case? You can't. It's too much evidence. You're going to jail. Yeah, so like we're studying. No, listen to me. We are too deep in the shit. Even if we wanted to get away from these people and even create who gonna build the shit? Who gonna create the electrical lines? Who gonna create and cook the food and go out here and hunt and skin shit? Niggas don't know how to do shit. Niggas don't know how to make their own clothes. Niggas don't know how to do nothing. So this is what I'm trying to
You're right. That's what I'm saying. We got to go back to the fundamentals.
We're not
like, how can we start?
I'm trying to tell you, it's over with. You're not one to listen to me.
Over.
Listen to me. It is over with. The only way we get to these places is by having skills and trades and being able to work on these things. These young kids nowadays are not worried about that. They're making money in the tech world because it's easier. So if I'm a 12-year-old kid, 14-year-old, 17-year-old kid, they're not even finna have these little weak-ass fast food restaurants no more. You wanna know why? Because they're finna have the AI robots doing this shit. These fucking adults and shit that's 40, 50, 60 years old and shit done took over the fast food places. So the younger people can't even fucking work there no more. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your kids, my kids, whoever the fuck kids growing up now, they're not even gonna be able to get a regular job like that. That shit is over with. So you keep talking about what do we need to do? It is over with.
It seems like we need to adapt and we need to be willing to work with the system that is now, but also create leaders who can help to change it too.
Only thing with our leaders is they get cut down every time.
We have not had a leader since Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or nobody else that really wants to stand up and go for what's being right. But it, it's like, why? Why do I want to go and voice my opinion and put my life on the line for these YNs wearing shiesty masks, shooting each other? For real, why do I want to put my life on the line for that shit? So it's like, again, we have to stick together as a community, but it's no longer us being able to be our own because we don't have the skills, we don't have the knowledge, we don't have we don't even have the faith to do it in ourselves. Like, we don't even have that type of faith in ourselves to do that. People talk about it, but they don't feel like black people can do shit. When you really sit back and think about it, who really got the faith in black people to go out here and make their own society and make their own? Nah, we ain't finna have no hospital for us. We ain't finna have no damn bank for us.
But I don't really be looking at it so much because I think what's also that hindered black people is the fact that we always thinking that it got to do with us being black and everything. Like I know, but I look at things
about
on
us
a
being black. Do you not understand
but
that every other race looks out for themselves? The Asians look out for the Asians. The whites look out for the whites. The Mexicans look out for the Mexicans. Only people that don't look out for themselves is the black people. We're the only ones that look for help in everybody else but ourselves. So yes, this is why the economy in the world treats us this way, because we treat ourselves this way. So until we can learn to look at ourselves and treat ourselves better and cut this shit off and quit putting out, like, even with the designer clothes and everything that's being worn nowadays, we nothing but slaves. We're modern day slaves, but we want to be treated differently. No, you're going to continue to be treated like a slave because that's how you act and that's how you are. You still want to wear master's clothes and you don't feel like a perfect person unless you is. Unless you got on that Louis, unless you got on that Prada, unless you got on that whatever, you don't feel like you really even worth nothing. And I ain't speaking on you, I'm speaking in general of black people.
Yeah, you think that's the majority? You don't? Do you think that that's the truth? Like, that's the truth of the majority, or that's just what they show?
Look at how it used to be in slavery. In slavery, you know what people used to do? Well, the people that was sleeping in the house, the black people sleeping in the house, they used to want to wear master's clothes. The white people back then, though, they used to have their names on their clothes. They used to make their own clothes, so their names was on each plantation massa had their own clothing. And whenever you was in a house and you was the house nigga, you know what you got? They clothing. And guess what you did when you got their clothing? You went in front of the other slaves and you looked at them like, yeah, I got on this type of shit. I got on these good clothes while y'all got on them rags. That's the same shit that we do nowadays.
So the mentality, man, is implanted, like it's in the genes. Yeah, no, they ain't a genetic, because
it's not even genetics. It's more so just a choice. It's a choice.
Systematic.
Yeah, it's systematic.
A choice.
It's systematic. Slavery used to be put on you physically. Now they willingly letting you be a slave. You willingly go up and sign up for that job that you know is not shit, and then you want to complain.
Oh my gosh.
How you gonna complain about a job that you went and signed the fuck up for? The fuck? Your ass shouldn't have did it, or get the fuck out. So my thing is, these people know that they're being fucked, but guess what? They don't know no other way to go, so they just keep getting fucked. My thing is, if you can't stay out of the fight. If you go to work every single day and you waking up like, damn, I gotta go to work. I gotta just. You fighting with yourself to go there every single day. When your boss,
well, if we stuck in a cycle, can we break the cycle?
We can break the cycle by taking your life into your own hands and not using the white people or the Mexicans or the Asians for everything they got. Learn how to do things yourself and become self-sufficient.
Autonomy is very important.
Teach your kids how to cut their own hair. Teach your kids how to cook for themselves. Teach your kids how to build things. Teach your kids how to work on things. Like, the more you...
We don't have skills like that no more. It seems like people not out there. Our people don't get those kind of
I'm letting you know right now. I know how to work on cars. I know how to work on homes. I know how to...
That's valuable.
That's because I took the initiative to learn. So I've been working on houses since I was 15, 16 years old. And I've been working on cars for about 7 years. But I took the initiative to learn. It wasn't my teacher. My teacher could have been there teaching me anything he wanted to teach me. It took my initiative to actually want to learn. So it has to be in you. So with me, I understand that I can't save everybody. I'm not here to save everybody. I'm just here to change people's they realities. I'm here to change their aspect and they viewing on what they seeing. because they living in bubbles right now, and everybody living in lies. Like I told you, they go to these jobs and shit, and they wake up like, damn, I gotta go to this motherfucker every day. Or whenever they get there, they boss tell them to do something. They can't be late, otherwise they get another fucking point. Like, they miserable, yet they still fucking go to that motherfucker every day. So it's either gonna be a fight for you to get out of that job and for you to get your own shit started, or it's gonna be a fight with you to stay there. Either way, it's gonna be a fight. And that's what people need to understand, that they cannot get away from the fight.
And see, that tie back around too to what I was saying. Like, all of these things now, they affect the relationships that we're able to have with each other. Because the same kind of that cycle, everybody, you know, and then but it affects each of us differently. Like, it may make men seem like they more aggressive, and it may make women seem like they more masculine too, because that's just a very masculine energy you gotta be in to be in this world.
That's why men just get their sex and get the fuck on nowadays. It's just about winning the game. So men look at it like, okay, y'all have made the system to where it's put against me. If I get married, it's a chance that she gonna take half of shit. She gonna take this, she gonna take that. You telling me if I make her my girlfriend and shit, I gotta pay for all this shit, I gotta do all this shit, and if I fuck another woman, she gonna like. So men have just gotten to the point where it's like, look, I'll just get my sex from whoever I can get my sex from with no attachments, and then move around. Because if
that's terrible.
But you got to think about it though. It's the way that the game has been set up for men. We're at a lot, like, they really put men into a corner to where it's like, if we don't put these things into place, we're not going to win. So that's why men are that way, because they want to protect themselves. And it's like, how can I win the game? The best way for me to win the game is for me to get as much coochie whenever I want to, whenever I want to. And yeah, that's just the male dynamic, because it's so many men out here that are not. I don't think you understand the dynamic and how many men out here are not getting a lick of coochie. They are in so many women's inboxes. They are in so many, like, that's why so many of them is gay or fuck with a trans or whatever, because they cannot get a real woman. And the men that can get the real women, we have a boatload of them that's on our list, and we can't even fucking handle all of them. So again, it's all with the women and who y'all are choosing. Y'all choose the winners. We don't. So if y'all
there's so many more women than it is men. I just think that the same reason why women don't know, as a whole, it seems like don't know how to really act when they have a real man. I think it's the same thing when men don't really know how to select maybe good partners sometimes. There's more women than it is men.
Definitely. Men are definitely sometimes shitty pickers when it comes to the women that they get, and that's why they end up getting into divorces, and that's why they end up getting on the child support.
They're saying they hate women when it's not all women, it's lots of.
See, but it's the reality that they've been put in. So again, if you want them to look at life in another reality, you got to be the one that show them differently. So you had some really, really, really good questions. We just had some other calls that we had to get to, so you good. But I agree with damn near everything you was talking about and everything. It's just a disconnect. So if you want men to see that there's some good women out here, start being that good woman that men can speak on. You know what I'm saying? And once you start doing that, it'll grow. 1 will turn into 2, 2 will turn into 4, 4 will turn into 8, 8 will turn into 16. Next thing you know, we'll just have a bunch of good women, but it has to start somewhere. So
it'll get better.
It'll be a positive message out there. And I appreciate it.
All right. Nice talking to you, Marcus. I'm Asia, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it was good talking to you. And if you got any more questions, just hit up Unplugged Issues, hit up Pop the Balloon St. Louis, or hit up my personal page at Marcus Anthony. And we can get you rescheduled in for some more questions or something like that.
All right, cool. Peace and blessings to you. Have a great day.
Definitely blessings to you as well. Yeah, so as she was asking what the solution is for black people and everything as far as getting us out of the hole that we in, and there is no set solution. We all individually just have to learn how to do these things on our own to where we need these white people, these Asians, these Mexicans for as less as possible. I'm not saying that you're not going to still need them for certain things, but try to make it to where you need them as least as possible. That way, whenever anything occurs, you can stand on your own 2 feet and you don't have to worry about what they doing or what they can give you. You can depend on yourself. So, thanks everybody for tuning in to this episode of Unplugged Issues. We had some good calls today. They was different. We had some things about the cosmos. We had some different things about black culture and what we need to do as far as that's concerned. And I think we're going to get to some more interesting things coming up in these next couple episodes and everything like that. So just stay tuned for some more episodes and some more questions. And remember, if you don't want to know something, don't ask me.